So in the first example of dealing with the pre-revenue kind of company, I'm sitting there talking with their fractional CFO, and she's saying, Chris, I'm really trying to help this business. I'm really trying to help them, but they're not understanding that, you know, that framework of value creation, right? They think that because they have this super great idea, right? Oh, I got this really great idea. Somebody's gonna give me $5 million just because I have this great idea. If we were talking pre 2019, where it was like grow at all costs and like triple digit growth was like everything, yeah. But we gone. Let's take a second. RIP. That kind of fundraising where you can have an idea, you can have no customers, you can have no business plan, you can have no MVP, and somebody give you $5 million just to fund your idea because it's crazy, right? I'm not saying that those times are like completely gone, but it is finding a needle in a haystack to trying to get investment for that. So this is where I explained to her. I said, hey, look, the first thing, like I get, you're shooting for the stars. You want to have this, big fundraising round, but break that down, right? Have your team, have the CEOs, the founders that you're working with, get back down to intimately knowing. Now, this isn't business pain. This is customer pain, customer frustration, customer opportunities, right? So in that whole value creation, you can replace it with business. You can create it with your team. You can create it with customers. It's an interchangeable formula, right? And I said, that's what your team needs to focus on, right? They need to intimately know their ideal customer profile, ICP. They need to know those pains, frustrations, and opportunities of that customer. Intimately know that first, right? Then once they know that, then translate that to a minimum viable product that shows productivity for those customers, right? And I said, okay, the best way that you can do that is if you intimately know the pain, frustration, and opportunity of that customer, right? Make it a goal that you want to find at least 10 of those customers that you want to have as your pilot customer group for your MVP. We're getting in that second phase, that productivity phase, right? You want them to be that customer group that translates over to you intimately knowing the pain, their frustrations, their opportunities. And now you are providing them a productive solution, in this case, a software, to help them be productive, right? Take those 10 customers and work with them over the course of 30 to 90 days, right? Get their feedback, get their understanding of the product, like intimately give them that white glove treatment as they transition in that productivity phase, right? And say it's 10 customers that you take through that process, right? You get outside of 90 days, you gather so much feedback, you gather so much understanding, so many ways to improve the product or service that you're providing. You've had such a great customer feedback loop through that 90 days that now you get to that end and you're like, hey, we worked with you. We took all your feedback. We took all of your improvements. We took all of your understanding. This is the end product that we have, right? Now you produce the product or solution that now creates value for that customer because you intimately know that customer's pain, frustration, opportunities, right? Now when you've created value, now if you take that 10 people that you just had, that you've taken through that 90 days, you've gathered all that feedback, you turn pain, frustration, and opportunities into productivity for them, you've created value. Now set it as a goal to monetize maybe 20 to 40% of those. So take those 10, translate that to 2 or 4 paid customers. That's how you get that monetization piece on it, right? And when I was laying this down to her and we were talking about it, she was like, Chris, that is literally the path to monetization. I said, yeah,